So all this week, we're going to be talking about routines and practices that we should be incorporating into our lives by the decade. We're gonna kick things off with skincare. So we have assembled a trio of experts here in Studio 1A, 3 board-certified dermatologists. Today, contributor Dr. Michelle Henry, Dr. Marnie Nussbaum, and Dr. Angela Lamb from New York's Mount Sinai Hospital. Ladies, thank you all for being here. Let's start with you, Dr. Henry, before we get into the decades. What are some things that all of us should be doing, regardless of our age, to take care of our skin?
Yes, so there are certain practices that no matter your age, gender, skin type, are absolutely sacrosanct. Because skincare is more than just beautification. It's about your skin health. So one, sunscreen. Okay. SPF 30 for daily use, SPF 50 if you're outside for more than an hour. Wear that sun protective clothing, moisturize. So moisturization is about fortifying the protective layer that is your skin. And then third, you want to make sure you're having routine skin checks. So skin cancer, when found early, we can cure it. But not only do we find skin cancer, we find signs of diabetes, liver disease, and even heart disease.
All right. So, by the way, I think it's probably a good time to remind folks. I think sometimes you go in the fall, you go in the winter, people think, I don't have to put on sunscreen. Nope. It's
all year.
All year round. Let's start with the 20s.
Yes.
Folks who are in their 20s right now who might be watching or listening, what are some things they should keep in mind when it comes to their skin care?
So the 20s, this is a critical decade. Beautiful skin in your 40s and 50s, it's dependent on what you do now. So some people are still dealing with acne. Those acne scars look worse when you're older, so treat them now. It's a great time to incorporate a little bit of retinol. We're starting to get those fine lines and wrinkles, so introduce a gentle retinol. Incorporate exfoliation. Gentle exfoliation will help your skin glow. And then we're starting to lose that collagen, especially the end of the decade. So introduce vitamin C, a little bit of resveratrol to protect that collagen and stimulate it. And then last but not least, a good regimen, something that you can stick to all throughout the course of your life.
Really quickly here, the exfoliation, again, year-round?
Year-round. It's so important. It's a part of your cleansing regimen. So we're going to talk a little bit about cleansing. We have lots of options here. First up, we have your cleansing waters. These are great. Helps to get rid of dirt, oil, and debris before you cleanse with a deeper cleanser. You can use it in the morning if you don't want to wash traditionally. And then we have a nice pH balanced, gentle cleanser, safe for all skin types. Now exfoliating. I love a nice muslin cloth. So feel
what is this called?
Muslin cloth.
Muslin cloth.
Muslin cloth. It's nice. It's woven. Gentle exfoliation. Safe for sensitive skin types each and every day. If you want a more robust cleanse, you can use something like the silicone cleanser. So it's going to really give you a nice robust cleanse, but still gentle. Now, if you want a deep cleanse, I love a sponge like this one. It's a little bit coarser, going to get rid of that dirt, oil, and debris. And then always use a nice clean towel each and every day, so you're not transferring bacteria and oil from day to day.
I just learned a lot. I've been doing a lot of stuff wrong.
Good. So let's reintroduce it.
Chanel, over to you.
Okay, so now this is where you say it gets real.
It gets real.
Okay, so we're talking about our 30s and our 40s. Let's start with our 30s and what we need to know.
So our 30s, really things start happening. We're losing collagen at a rate of 1 to 2% per year.
Oh, wow.
Which means your elasticity is getting looser, things start sagging. The other thing that's happening is our skin cell turnover is slowing down, which leads to a dull complexion and fine lines and wrinkles. So we really want, as Dr. Henry said, if you weren't starting your retinol, increase the potency or start it and increase the frequency.
In your 30s, you start the retinol?
Absolutely, unless you're breastfeeding or pregnant.
Okay.
So we want you to increase the retinol to increase skin cell turnover.
Okay.
We also want you to use a glycolic wash, or it could be in a pad form, any type of form of glycolic to shed that dead skin cells.
How often should you be using the glycolic wash?
I usually say 2 to 3 times a week and see how you do, and you can titrate it from there.
Okay.
But that sheds the dead skin cells to increase penetration of the retinol, and of course, a good peptide serum. Super important for your 30s because these are the building blocks of collagen and elastin.
So I guess you don't want to wait until it's just
Exactly. We do not want to wait. Prevention is key. So in our 30s, those 3 things, glycolic wash, a retinol, and a peptide complex.
Okay, let's talk about my decade here. I'm 46.
Mine too. Okay. So 40s. It's a great decade, but things are happening even faster.
Things are happening.
Things are really at a faster rate, losing collagen and elastin. And basically, perimenopausal can last for 5 years, and we lose 30% of collagen and
I've
lipids.
noticed that. I'm not trying to complain, but like the wrinkles are on the sides of my eyes.
Yes, because we're happy. Yes. So things that we want to do, we need to increase that retinol, increase vitamin C and niacinamide. Because vitamin C, most people think it's just to brighten your complexion. It actually helps rebuild collagen and elastin and prevents skin cancer formation.
Are you using the drops? I see you have
We can use the vitamin C drops. You can also use, there's CE ferulic acid, so it's a complex. But vitamin C, niacinamide, and peptide complexes work in synergy to really maintain that skin integrity.
Okay, do you put it really quickly under your moisturizer?
I say thinnest to thickest. It doesn't really matter the order, but usually under the moisturizer, have that moisturizer seal it in. Moisturizer is key also for keeping it hydrated because we're less hydrated as we get older.
Okay, good information. Okay,
Yeah.
Al, your turn.
Oh, they stuck you in the 50s.
I know. How I get stuck in this close? We're close. We're close. Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Lamb.
Hi. Good morning, Dr. Lamb. So getting into the 50s now, we're seeing more changes.
Yes, yes. So, I'm so glad we're doing this because often we stop at the 50s, but we're going to go 50s, 60s, 70s. And patients have been complained to me when I've done these that we don't hit all the ages. So I'm excited about this. Yeah. So during the 50s, hormonal shifts for women, of course, you're menopausal, perimenopausal, your ovaries are not making your hormones. And then for men, you lose a lot of elasticity, of course, with that testosterone decrease. So definitely some changes, just an extension of what we've already talked about.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then as you move into your 60s and 70s for men and women, then what goes on?
So you have that drier, thinner skin. It tends to not be able to attract and keep moisture as well. Also, I've had so many patients messaging me, especially women, they want creams that are infused with the hormones. So they want creams that have the estrogen in them. Actually, they do have
They do have that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that would do men and women need to use that?
So yeah, men want to have things, as we talked about in the earlier decades, that have those retinols in them to, again, increase your collagen. But again, anything that can help with the hormone, even on your skin, is great. And men also sometimes take supplements for testosterone.
We have Sarah
and things
here
like
to show you. So how do you apply this stuff?
Yeah, so really what I like to recommend people to do is to apply a moisturizer in each quadrant. So I'm just going to have Sarah demonstrate a little bit here, each quadrant of the face. And then moisturize upwards because that helps stimulate collagen and also blood flow. It's going to give you back that glow that we've often lost as we go through the decades.
All right. Doctor, thank you
So you
so
kinda
much.
like
We appreciate
put it
it. To
on
all of our
and
doctors,
go,
thank you
okay,
so very
up.
much. We really enjoyed Craig being fascinated by a sponge. That was riveting television. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.